Hey guys, what's going on? Haven't been on in a long time, and for all of my 25 or 30 long-term subscribers, sorry for that if you missed me. I missed an entire TNA pay-per-view, and I missed this week's Raw review. Best part of the TNA pay-per-view was the massive bump that Max Buck took on the floor in his match with Kazarian, which was awesome, even though they're slowly killing the X Division on Impact, which is super lame, and if that keeps going, I'll be doing a video on that. Monday Night Raw basically set up for this pay-per-view, and this is a preview video for the pay-per-view anyways, so no real loss in me not doing the Raw review, but that's 3 videos I basically ditched on, and I'm sorry for you guys that were looking forward to me doing that. Couple things to talk about before we get started. First of all, saw it all over Facebook today, thought people were kidding until I realized they weren't. Macho Man Randy Savage passed away this morning due to a heart attack / car accident. What can I say that hasn't already been said? Super unfortunate. Definitely, along with Hogan and Flair and Steamboat and all those guys, definitely one of the guys that laid the groundwork for the form of entertainment that we all know and love. He will be very missed. There will never be another Macho Man Randy Savage. So, that's that. Also, all of you guys that talk shit on TNA, I really don't care. TNA is coming to Toronto, and I am going, and it's awesome. Like, sorry, I should correct myself. Impact Wrestling is coming to Toronto, and I am going. Oh, yes, I am. That'll be in the middle of June, so I'll be doing some kind of special video about that. Also, not that I order much shit online, but I did feel compelled, because I am a good old Toronto boy, to get the Edge retirement shirt, which is awesome just because it's awesome, but then if you look on the back, anybody who's not familiar with Edge's resume, everything is on there. So I'm not going to sit here and read it all out because I'm pretty sure this video is going to be long enough already, but that was that. Little side note, if you're going to order anything from WWEshop.com, you better be home during the day to receive it, or you have to chase down the couriers. Oh yes, I spent 2 days doing that. Alright, now, enough of that bullshit, enough of what's going on with me. Let's talk about Over the Limit this Sunday, and a few predictions, a few thoughts on that. Cole versus Lawler in the Kiss My Foot match. It's a Kiss My Foot match, for one thing, so that's going to be super technical. I'm pretty damn sure of it. Second of all, we've got this swerve now where Swagger's left Michael Cole. I will not be surprised at all if he comes back out and says, hey, that was just, you know, a fooled you type of bullshit thing. What I don't like about this match is Jerry Lawler incorporating the Hall of Fame into it, offering up his Hall of Fame ring and offering to induct Michael Cole into the Hall of Fame if he loses. Every time the Hall of Fame ring, Hall of Fame ceremony, Hall of Fame induction gets used in a storyline, it devalues it a little bit, and especially, you know, with people like Bret Hart, with people like Shawn Michaels, with the specific people that I mark out for very recently being tossed into the Hall of Fame, and with it being a pretty safe bet that in the next couple of years Edge will be on that list as well. I can't see anybody that's in the Hall of Fame, including the King, feeling good about it being used in a storyline. I've said it before, it's one thing for Hogan to go to another company and use his Hall of Fame ring in a storyline as basically his way of helping his company say fuck you to the WWE. I can kind of get that. Doesn't mean I like it, but people within the WWE use it. It's really slimy, is what it is, actually. Especially for a fucking tool like Michael Cole. So yeah, really hoping that Lawler wins, because we all know as soon as Lawler wins a match, this story is going to be over. But I don't see it happening. I see this thing getting dragged out to the 9s. I don't like it, but whatever. Ezekiel Jackson versus Wade Barrett. A rivalry that has not yet extended onto pay-per-view, so it's something new as far as the pay-per-view scene goes. Also, when was the last time the Intercontinental title was just defended on a pay-per-view? I believe it was either November or December last year. The Intercontinental title used to be a big thing. Anybody mentions the Intercontinental title, I automatically think of the ladder matches between Razor Ramon and Shawn Michaels way back in the day. And now it's a prop, it's a side thought. So, regardless of the match, it's a good thing to know that it's going to be defended on a pay-per-view again. Now, Big Zeke's big breakaway from the core to go out on his own. I don't know how well it's going to work. I don't know how well it's going to be received, but then again, I don't like Wade Barrett. So I'm hoping Ezekiel Jackson wins this match. I want the core to break up because I want to cheer for Gabriel and Slater, but I don't want to cheer for Wade Barrett. And I don't really have a problem cheering for Ezekiel Jackson because, to go back quite a few years, I was a big fan of Ahmed Johnson, and Ezekiel Jackson reminds me a lot of Ahmed Johnson in some ways. I know there's going to be a lot of people that disagree with me on that, and you know the drill. The box is down there for a reason. Anyways, I really hope Ezekiel Jackson wins the match, and that is the first step to disassembling the core. CM Punk and Mason Ryan versus Big Show and Kane for the Tag Team Championships. You all know I'm a big fan of Punk. I'm a big fan of Punk carrying gold. I don't see him working well in a tag team capacity. That's what I'm going to say about that. Mason Ryan drives me nuts with how much they're trying to make him into the next Batista. Do I see them winning? Maybe. But I also see them doing the whole Mason Ryan having dissension with the Nexus the same way that Ezekiel Jackson has dissension with the core. So I can also see them going it in such a way that he does something that costs them the tag team title match, and that's part of his excommunication from the Nexus and story going on from there. I really don't know how to call that one. I really don't like Show and Kane having the titles because I think they're boring as sin. But yeah, if Punk was with somebody else on his level to go against them for the thing, like way back when he was tagging with, say, Kofi Kingston, or even if it was like, say, CM Punk and The Miz, I think that would be great. Or if they wanted to have Mason Ryan and Ezekiel Jackson being the two powerhouses, leaving their two groups and forming their own team, that I would get. But this combination, I don't see it happening. So I'm going to say Show and Kane, even though I don't like it. Rey Mysterio and R-Truth, this is going to be brilliant. All of you can't stand the big push that R-Truth is getting. I love it. I don't know whether Truth is going to win the match, per se. I do know that regardless of the outcome, he's going to put a big beat down on Rey Mysterio, because next to John Cena, Rey Mysterio is the biggest, superhero character they have in the WWE, and what's the biggest way to put a newly developing heel over would be to have him put a big beat down on Rey Mysterio, and I'm going to like it. I just finished watching Right After Wrestling, or Aftermath as it's called now, on the score, and I'm going to go with what Jimmy Corderas, Arda Ocal, and Renee Paquette said about the Brie Bella Kelly Kelly match. I predict that Kharma's going to win. Realistically, I really don't care. If it's just the two of them straight up, I would like to see Kelly Kelly win, only because the Bella Twins are a team, and it doesn't make sense for one half of a team to hold a singles title. So for that bit of logic, I'd rather see Kelly Kelly hold the belt, but I really don't care. I would rather just see Kharma come in and smoke them all, take the stupid butterfly belt, break it over the turnbuckle, knock out every single diva that they have there, and retire undefeated. That's not going to happen, but I'm pretty sure she'll come in and do something. Sin Cara versus Chavo Guerrero. There are so many potentially good things about this match. I really hope the WWE goes with it. Sin Cara is the new guy. He's fresh. He's, if he can stop botching his entrance, he'll be fine. People are really getting into him, including myself. He's got a new, sort of fresh, sort of not in the WWE mold kind of style, and it works. And it's because he's different that he's getting so much attention. And because he's quite convincing with what he's doing in the ring that he's getting a lot of attention, which is awesome. It's a big push for the new guy, which I like. It also brings Chavo Guerrero back from obscurity, where he's been living on NXT and Superstars and those kind of shows for a long time now. I'm always going to be a big fan of Chavo Guerrero, even if they're not giving him a push, even if he's, jerking the curtain on, like I say, on Superstars or on NXT or fighting with Hornswoggle or whatever. I love him as a competitor. I love, back in the day when there was a Cruiserweight division, his thorough involvement in that. I loved him when he was a tag team with Eddie way back, and they were holding major tag team titles at WrestleMania, etc., etc., etc. They've buried Chavo Guerrero in the past couple of years, which is really fucking sad. So to resurrect him and push a new guy and have there be no other bullshit, no other titles, no other anything like that. This match could be the Black Horse. It could be the one that sneaks up on all of us and steals the night, and I really hope it is. I can't see Chavo winning it. I gotta say, I think Sin Cara is gonna go over on Chavo just to get that push. All in all, I don't think the result's going to change the fact that it's going to be a really awesome match. That being said, we move on to Cena and The Miz in the I Quit match for the WWE title. This is carved in stone, isn't it? They're not going to have Cena quit. As much as I want to see The Miz have the championship again, and I would just love to send Cena packing out the door on the end of my boot. I really would. There's not much more I can say about how much I detest Cena and every element that he brings to the WWE. People are kicking around all kinds of different theories, like, oh, The Miz is going to threaten some kid in the crowd and make Cena say, I quit, or else he's going to hit the kid, or something like that. I don't see it happening. People are saying that they're going to have the pre-recorded I Quit like they did with Mick Foley years and years ago in the first I Quit match. If they call back to something like that, that's anybody my age or relatively my age is going to remember and just be like, okay, old ideas are not new ideas. If they pull any of that like nonsense, it's just going to fall flat with everybody, whether you're a Cena fan or whether you're a Miz fan. If there's bullshit at the end of a match like this, which is supposed to be one of the it's supposed to be one of those matches that is the last match in a big series of matches, you know. If we're finally going to settle the score between Guy A and Guy B, what do they have? They have either an I Quit match or an Iron Man match. And I do not, as much as I'm a fan of The Miz, I don't see The Miz going into an Iron Man match anytime soon. And I don't want to see Cena in an Iron... I don't want to see Cena for 10 minutes. Why would I want to see him for an hour? So an I Quit match, I guess, whatever. Cena's going to hold on to the belt for a while. I really hope he gets a big comeuppance. I hope friggin' The Rock and The Miz just get together and totally fuck his shit up at some point. But yeah, as much as it pains me to say, Cena's gonna win this one. Orton and Christian. We're all sort of living in the glory of Christian finally getting this big push, aren't we? Christian is the one that starts off the show on SmackDown the last couple weeks. Christian is the one that goes in to the last pay-per-view with all the emotional backing of Edge leaving and following in Edge's footsteps and all that, and conversely the emotional trials of losing the belt a mere 5 days later. He's got every emotional, psychological, fan-driven reason to win again. I don't see him winning. What's more important to me is I love that they're putting him in a solid rivalry with somebody as elevated as Randy Orton. So, would I love to see Christian win this match? Abso-freaking-lutely. Do I think he will? Probably not. I think he'll lose, or Orton will win like just by the skin of his teeth, or like with some quick roll-up or quick fluke kind of way to win to keep the rivalry going. I don't see Christian getting back his belt just yet. I would love this rivalry to go out for like a month or two. Maybe Christian gets his big moment again at SummerSlam. That's the kind of thing that I would like to see. Anyways, that's all that's announced for the show, unless there's something that I'm missing or something that I haven't been told of, something that I haven't seen online or didn't see on SmackDown tonight when they ran down the card. That's it, guys. I'm going to try and get up off my ass and do all the vids that I want to do for you guys. I've been really lax this week. I can't say it won't happen again, but I'm sorry that it did. I have been Spaz. Enjoy the show on Sunday. I'll be posting my vids. Will you be posting yours? Subscribe up there. Talk down there. Let me know what you think, and I will talk to you later.